Hello, and welcome back to my climb to Masters. Just a short summary on how this works. Every day I am playing 3 games and I started in Gold 4. I am maining Bel'Veth Jungle and the goal is to hit Masters by the end of the year. It has been a few days since I actually made a Road to Masters video, 12 days to be exact, and we have a lot to talk about. The main reason why I haven't been making videos for the climb is because I have not been making that much progress in the last couple of days. My LP gain and LP loss has now become even and it has been harder to play these games. This feels like ELO hell. I climbed out of gold and plat in about 2 weeks, but for some reason it's almost taking me about the same time just to get out of Emerald 4. One reason is I'm not gaining a lot of LP anymore, and the second reason is that the player base in this rank, it feels like half the players in this ELO know how to play the game, and the other half don't, and for some reason you got some of those players on your team. I'm not going to say that I didn't make mistakes, but it has become harder and harder to carry in games where people are actually playing correctly. Also, Bel'Veth has been a nightmare to climb with, as many of the reasons why she isn't that good is because she is easily counterable and her team fight is very lackluster compared to many junglers that have faster clears, more CC, and overall better team fighting capabilities. If you didn't know, Bel'Veth is a good skirmisher and pick maker. Most 1v1s are in her favor, and small group fights like 2v2, 3v3, and etc. are much easier to play as the outplay ability she has makes it easier to win. But the more numbers in a fight, the less overall strength she has, as other characters just do better because of the AoE, CC, or other factors like tankiness and damage. Do I want to switch to a different champion? It's tempting, but I wanted to hit Masters with Bel'Veth, so that is what I'm going to do. In this video, I am not going to go over the day by day for the games, but I will talk about some concepts I learned that actually needed to start to incorporate in order to climb in this ELO. The reason why I don't want to go over the games is because after VOD reviewing them, the only problems I can find with my gameplay is stuff like being too aggressive. I need to start recognizing that if a player is stepping up towards me, it doesn't mean that they are dumb and want to 1v1. It usually means they have a whole team backing them up. Take this clip for instance. This game is almost over and I go into the enemy bot jungle. I spot the Pantheon and my immediate thought is, if this guy steps up on me, I have my Volibear to back me up. Pantheon steps up on me, but the next thing I know, there is a full team backing him up in his jungle. Was this stupid for the enemy team? Yes, but it doesn't matter. If they 5-stack around the map and start getting picks, the game can be turned around for them. I need to play safer and just realize that creating pressure is all I need to do, and if my team isn't adding pressure somewhere else, there's no point in trying to get a kill, as yes, it might make us win the game, but it's a gamble that shouldn't be taken. One concept that I haven't really been incorporating is finding my win con and playing towards and with them. Eventually, in the last 2 days, I started doing that more, but this ELO has the most easily mentally broken people I have ever met. If one bad thing goes wrong in their lane, if one gank I don't give them, if one play I mess up, they immediately mental boom and now it's almost a guarantee I will never be trying to play with them again. It is really frustrating to be in this ELO and maybe I am just that bad, but I still have 10 months to get to Masters, so I'm not sweating too much about it. So let's talk about playing with your win con. How does that work? Before a game starts, you should recognize what lane you want to get ahead, because if you get them ahead, the game is most likely over for the enemy. For example, if you had a Nasus in the top lane and a Jinx Lulu in the bot, the immediate decision for you is to path towards bot so we can support our Jinx and get her ahead. This kind of goes into understanding matchups for your lane and also the strengths they have. Nasus is a late game champion and will have a hard time doing anything in the early game. No grub fights, no Rift Heralds, and for the most part, he should get 0 ganks. If he feeds, it's not your fault. He chose to play a champion where if he doesn't play the early game well and doesn't manage his waves, he will become behind and most likely die over and over again. Yes, this does suck, but again, not your fault. He should learn how to manage his waves better and play more passively. Jinx and Lulu lane, on the other hand, doesn't have the best early game, but if they get ahead, can absolutely change a game for the better. So pathing towards bot should be the consensus you should make when starting the game, but sometimes you might want to switch up this pathing. If your bot lane dies twice before even finishing your first clear, it might be tempting to help them, but if they lost their 2v2 lane battle twice, I don't think we can trust them to carry the game, so we should switch up our clear and hopefully the top side is doing a bit better than them. Playing for a win con also has other concepts that need to be understood to work properly, and that is knowing your weak side and strong side. If we are pathing towards bot, our weak side is our top camps, and if we are pathing towards our top, our weak side is our bot camps. Okay, cool, but what does this mean and how does this change our clear? Well, the general consensus that this concept helps us understand is 1. We should not gank on our weak side. 2. We want to make sure our weak side camps are down and respawning. And 3. Skip camps on our strong side to support win con even more if it means a gank is possible. These rules can be bent a little, depending on the circumstances of the lanes, but why are these rules good to follow? Well, firstly, we want to provide as much support as possible to the strong side of the map, which is our win con. Spending time on our weak side for ganks will give you less time to support your win con, and if you want to win, who cares how bad our weak side is going? Our win con will carry. Secondly, making sure our weak side camps are down is important since we are spending so much time on our strong side. Our weak side camps are susceptible to being stolen by the enemy. It is also where our guaranteed gold and XP are, and if we let it sit for a while, the jungle monsters will not be leveling up, so you will get less XP and gold overall if you don't clear them. Lastly, skipping our strong side camps is okay as long as it means we can help our win con even more. Since it is our strong side, we will be on this side the most anyways, and we can skip them and come back later as usually if our strong side is winning, these camps will most likely never get stolen. You can see in this Elise game that I wanted to go towards bot as my win con felt like Twitch and Yuumi, but I couldn't for my first clear and had to split the map horizontally as they invaded my bot side. Okay, whatever. I will just give a gank top as I am on the other side anyways for my first jungle clear, and will be able to come towards bot after I finish my first clear. Gank went well, and I was able to get every single camp on the side of the map. Meanwhile, my Twitch and Yuumi died. Okay, not too bad yet. They got dove because of Elise and Maokai, and I'm so surprised that they didn't see that coming a mile away, and should try to stay healthy so they can outplay the dive together. Next rotation, I go towards my bot camps as they should be respawning, and as I know this is my strong side, I could see that they might dive again, and before I could get there, they die again. This game is looking pretty bad at this point for the bot lane, but I still wanted bot lane to be my win con as a lead in the top side will never make us win. I should have still switched though, honestly. Many instances in this game, Twitch made it super clear that he will not be able to carry. But that is all I have for the concepts. I'm trying to implement more into my gameplay. At the end of the total of 24 days, we are at Emerald 437 LP with 40 wins and 32 losses with a 56% win rate. I told you this high win rate wouldn't last. If you want to see the 12 days of games and what exactly happened, here are all the games real quick. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing and hitting that like button. I am still offering free coaching VOD reviews, and if you would like one, my Discord name is in the description of this video. Just add me so we can get one started for you. I hope your climbs are going well, and I hope this video helps you in some aspects.